we leaving the lead. Got the home team advantage, we can get this cheese. We strong, we deep.
So until then, we going in, hitting for wealth. I didn't know I can afford to raise rent. The only family I got is Benny, Andrew, and Grant. Count 'em.
1, 2, 3, it's time for me to close shop. Give you new battle wounds from something that's top. I'm found at the dock.
And that's bad moves like driving 95 south, going north in the
I'ma get this money into the belly. Jig is up, as y'all can school bus. Teach the kids how to cuss. Poking with that big fork, give that milk money.
silly bastards. Release the cream, got the home team advantage. This is Northern League.
If you a rider, you can come with me. If not, you'll be the one that be leaving.
What's going on, everybody out there all across the land? We are back on the #1 station on the net, Hotline Radio, WHLR1.com. And I'm your guy, Keith Harris, and you are tuned in to the Keith Harris Show. Now, this gentleman I have on the line, we have a hierarchy, respect for. He's been doing his thing. He's multi-talented. This guy is he's talented on the screen and he's talented off the screen. He's pushing lines and he's pushing weight. You know what I'm saying? At the same time. He is an actor, an executive producer as well on the movie scene. Without any further ado, I'd like to roll out the red carpet for Diezel Ramos. What's going on with you, guy?
Hey, how you guys doing? How everybody doing out there?
Whole wide world saying what's up to you, man.
Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing out there? And thanks, Keith, for having me on the show, man.
Hey, man, absolutely. It's an honor. It's an honor to have you on here with me, bro. So, what are you out in Jersey right now?
Yeah, I live in Ocean City, New Jersey.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm my place of residence for now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ocean City. That's all right, ain't it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a really nice place to live. Nice place to raise your child. You know what I mean? Nice, calm, no crime, barely anything going on the island. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So look, the first question is how did you get, actually, which one first? Let me ask first, because, you do the weight lift. You do the weight.
Can I give you one? Can I get one shout out real quick to my business, my business?
Oh, you already know, yeah.
Yeah, so like, hey, my business manager, I wanted to thank her for having the faith and trusting me to represent me and take my career to the next level. I appreciate her, and I truly respect everything about her. And I want to just give her a shout out before we started.
Okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Look, and you know what? Look, shout outs now, and then we're gonna do shout outs later too. So anybody else you might have to shout out to, keep them in mind, and even swing back around and give them another shout out at the end of the show too. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
No doubt. So look, man, I gotta ask, because see, there's two scenarios here. You know what I'm saying? Like because you're doing weightlifting, and that's the thing. It's a double-edged sword for everybody out there listening. The thing is, right now, like, this guy, when you talk about both of your talents, Diezel, I'm just curious, which one did you know you wanted to do first? Was it the acting or the weightlifting? Because this guy lifts mad weights. So which one was it first for you?
It was lifting first. I got into a situation where I used to live in New York City, so I had to move, and I moved to Ocean City, and I met this female, my baby's mother, and I got a disability at the same time. I have epilepsy. I have a seizure disorder, so I wasn't allowed to work anymore because the seizures are so severe. So she told me, she was like, "Well, instead of staying home getting fat, why don't you start going to the gym?" And I said, "All right, well, I just took it as not even nothing. I just didn't want to stay in the house and not do anything." So I went and started going to the gym. Really didn't know what I was doing. So my mentor, he saw me. He's like, "You're a pretty good guy, and you have no idea what you're doing." And I was like, "Really? I don't know. I just come in here and do whatever, go through the motions and leave." He's like, "I tell you what, if you follow what I say, in the next 3 years, I promise you'll win your first world title in a powerlifting competition."
Right.
So me being from New York and not paying attention to nothing, you know what I mean, like cocky as I was, and I'm like, all right, whatever you say. But lo and behold, I follow his guidance, and I started in '96. In 1998, I won my first world title.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like seriously, no joke. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was powerlifting first, then after that it was acting.
Man, how did you know? I guess when you have somebody kind of behind you training, is it does that help to discipline more? Because a lot of people feel like hey, if you don't have somebody pushing, or I know other people, if they don't have somebody pushing them, it's hard to really stick to that regimen. Do you think having a trainer helps?
It does it helps a lot, because if you're going to go in there and you have no direction, like you could lift, anybody can lift, just to say for lifting or whatever. But if you have somebody that knows exactly what they're doing and has a vision for you, yeah, that's the best way to go. You know what I mean? I was just so blessed at the time that I didn't know this man from a can of paint. I'm being honest with you. I didn't know him and he just saw something in me one day, and like I said, it took off right after that. You know what I mean?
Man, there's so many questions that I want to ask about that, because the thing is, you know, we talk about the film industry and the acting and stuff like that, man. But what you do on the side of lifting and just, you know, physical training aspect is so important. And I always like to kind of touch on that stuff too, man. And so I want to commend you. And I'm gonna come back to that because I got a few questions I want to ask that may help me out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's not a problem either. I can help you out because I'm also a personal trainer as well too. So. Oh
man, that's what's up.
Got that place I can help you out, Chief. Not a problem, man.
Word. Now, look, as tough as you are, let's switch to the films now. As tough, as tough as you are, that zombie got the best of you, man.
I know, man. I know. You know that I got some backlash after that because everybody was complaining to the fact where they couldn't believe I got killed off first. You know what I mean? And
you know how that go, though.
The character was strong and all that. You know what I mean? So when he was gone, it was just got a little like a hit on that. You know what I mean? But
you did your thing in there. I was just talking about, but and then you know how that go anyway, man. You know what I'm saying? How it go for us nowadays.
The brothers got to go first.
Right. Yeah, exactly. We used to that by now, so you know what I'm saying. But I'm just talking about like it was crazy because and I know you might not be able to talk about it too much, and I want because everybody needs to make sure they go see this picture. I know I can tell it's going to be a good one. There's some, you know, got some action in it as well as it seems like it can have a bit of a comedic, serious side to it. But you know what I was talking about was the way the girl just bit you on the ankle. Like, dude is wasting your time. You trying to save him, trying to tell him, you know what I'm saying, you know the way out and all this other kind of stuff. And next thing you know, she creep on you and catch you in the leg.
I know, right? And I was trying to save him at the same time, but you know what I mean? It didn't work out that way. I wound up doing my job at the same time, but the end, you know, the end result. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? You caught it with a nice hook, though. It still didn't do me no good. She still wanted to let me go. You know what I'm saying? She had a nice step, you know what I'm saying?
I know, right? I said, how was it, man? You know, just to play a role like that, though, man. I know it must have been fun for you at the same time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Like stuff when you get to improvise lines and stuff like that on something like that, it's an amazing thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when the director you get along with very well, and you get the good direction from, it makes the series that much better. You know?
Wow, man. So that's so is that like a TV series that people can look forward to or look at? Is it out or is it is it an internet?
No, it's a web series. It's on YouTube. It's called Beginning. As far as I know right now, 16 episodes. Okay. I went through the first episode.
Okay. That's what's up, though. But you set it off, though, man. You set the pace. I got to say, I think you set the tone even, you know, just in that first episode. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No, I truly appreciate that. I really do. Thank you.
I think so, man. Now, what do you, I mean, you know, when you got into the acting situation, we'll go to some more films in a minute, but how did you know that this was the field you wanted to go into? Like, did you initially jump onto the screen, or was it kind of like you just popped up like that one day, or?
Well, Keith, honestly, it was an accident, Keith, and I'm not even going to like try to beat around it or whatever. I was tired of powerlifting.
Right.
I've won so many titles, I had enough. You can only prove yourself so, and then to the point where you get to the that you don't have to prove yourself anymore.
Right.
So it's time for me to do something else. So one day I was on Craigslist, and there was a role for an extra in a inspirational film.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, let me just go ahead and call her up. And I met with the director up in North Jersey, and he gave me an audition, and I nailed it. It was for a part for Hitman. I had like 7 lines. Did it. First 7 lines, nailed it. After that, then the director told me, this is something that you should do. Your stature, your voice, or this is something you should just really, really think about doing.
Yeah.
So then I started applying for extra work. Again, it just kept going. It kept steamrolling because everybody would say you have a look.
Yeah.
Or you're a guy, or, you know what I mean? So it just kept rolling after that. So really, technically, I really didn't plan on it. I just wanted to do something to keep my time occupied, but then it just took off to another level.
Yeah, man. You know what? Look, I'm gonna yell out. You know what I'm saying, for any, because you know what? When people look and they see that look, obviously, boom, they see how big you are. They know you can play that tough guy role. But then at the same time, when people sit down and they watch you act and they just watch the way the lines flow out and stuff like that, that guy was right. You know what I'm saying? It's something that suits you. I mean, I could see you in the Expendables or something like that, man.
Right, yeah, and I've been told that, and I have auditioned for the Expendables and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and they tell me the same exact thing you do. You got this tough. You can play anybody tough, like
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they say that you can pull it off very, very well. You know what I mean? You have the voice. I could change my voice. I could look meaner if I need to. I don't even have to put forth an effort to look mean. I just have a natural. My demeanor just looks that way, but I'm not like that. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, but you know what? That's what's up, because then it won't necessarily pigeonhole you to it. And you showed that. I think you showed that style too. And I think, what was it? Boss of Bosses? What was that? The name of the film?
Yeah. I play a mob boss. It's called Good Bad Brother. I play a mob boss named Giant George, and that's the meanest role thus far as a mob boss that I play.
That's the what? So yeah, because I saw you in that, and the way you was kind of rocking in that was like, okay, boom, you could tell that you was mean, but you was a mean mob boss, but you still had that kind of, that gangster and a gentleman style about you too. You was able to play that well.
Yeah, they gave me. I wasn't that New Jack type of gangster. I was that throwback type of gangster with bad charisma. You know what I'm saying? Like, forceful but with style and with grace and a little bit of charisma. You know what I'm saying? So I enjoyed that role a lot. Trust me when I tell you, I really did.
That's definitely one everybody out there listening that everybody need to go see, Brother Bad Brother. Now, I gotta ask, man, did you get to? Well, we want people to see. We ain't gonna give away too much, but did you get to knock anybody off in that joint?
I get to knock off quite a few.
Oh man, that's what's up.
You know what I mean? And the way I do it, it'll leave you like, what?
Okay.
You know what I mean? It'll leave you like, well, one of those. Pretty much that way. You know what I'm saying? So,
word. Now, with you kind of having a natural style about things, how do you go about, like, how do you prepare for a role? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it any mental thing you go with first, or do you just kind of fall right into the zone?
What I do is I'll get the script, right, Keith, and I'll seclude myself for like 2 days. Mm-hmm. And when I do that, I'll study the script. I'll look in the mirror. I'll do a lot of character development and his mannerisms, his voice, the way he portrays himself. Either make a lot more aggressive or a little bit more laid back. Mm-hmm. And after I'm done, when I go into shoot, you know how people bring their scripts on set and all this and that.
Yeah.
I pride myself into never bringing a script on set. I pride myself into when I go to production that I know every line, I know my cue, and I know their cueing to the point where I know every single line that needs to be said without having a piece of paper in front of me.
Right. Do you find it any you know what I'm saying? Do you find it any simpler to like, okay, I guess the first question is, how easy is it for you to watch yourself? Like once you finish a film and you sit down at home or something, or wherever you may be, and you watch yourself, how easy are you really critical on yourself?
Yeah, because you always think you could have did something else different. Like it's good to critique yourself, but sometimes you might not want to do that because then you get like second guess yourself. So I really don't watch production until maybe 3 or 4 months later, 5 months later, because I know if I see it, I just be like, oh my gosh, I should have did this.
Right.
Or I should have did this. You know what I mean? So instead of doing that, I just wait a little bit, let everybody else critique me, and then after the fact, then I look at it and I'm like, well, I could have did this better. And I just learn from it and just make sure the next time I do a character that I emphasize what I should have done and just do it then.
Right.
You know?
Right. You know what? And looking too, man, like I know a lot of people probably just kind of get to see you play them hardcore roles, but I think people with a good eye will be able to tell that you probably would be good at even doing some comedic roles too, man. Like I could see where you could kind of have that, you know what I'm saying, that bit of a hilarious style to you too. Would you ever consider doing something on a script like that if somebody asked, depending on what it was?
Yeah, I definitely want to. I want to do 2 different roles, Keith. I want to do a comedic role and I want to do an dramatic role.
Right.
It's good to play like action roles and like mob bosses and stuff like that, but I want to tackle on dramatic roles to the point where it's more emotion than it is physical.
Right.
You know, if anybody, if you get it right, like a lot of majority of us big guys can't play physical roles, but a lot of us can't play that dramatic role. So I think if I can undertake that dramatic role, I think it'll propel me to another level as well.
Yeah, I could definitely see that in the cards for you, man. Now, talking about blood. Okay, what is that something coming up in the near future? Is that out or?
No, I think something coming out in the near future. I have a few projects coming out in development right now, and a few that I'm attached to. That's one of them that'll be as I'm working with Jason. I'm working. Excuse me, Jose. You're gonna get me for that.
Right.
Jose mentioned that. I worked with him this Friday on a thing called Sons of God, where I play a werewolf, alpha werewolf, and I get to do some things to a card with my bare hands that usually a wrecking ball does.
Hey, you know, you man, look, you know what, Diezel? On the low, because you know I get the scoops. Right? So on the low, I heard about what you doing to that car. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if we could put it out there yet, but you right though. That's a wrecking ball move. Matter of fact, when I heard about it, I said, hold on, you mean he did this with his bare hands? You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. So, and even the rest is even overwhelmed by it. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
You know, Leonardo, he's a really good guy as well. So,
right.
Yeah, it was his vision as well, and we just wanted to do for shock value to make everybody, when they see the scene, they'll be like, everybody will just stop. They're like, did he just do that with his bare hands? You know what I'm saying? So they want the shock value more than anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I heard that, man, because I said, damn. And when I heard that you was going to be doing what you was doing in there, I said, man, that's bananas. Because as soon as I heard it was you, and then I visioned you, I said, you know what? That's going to be crazy, because you again, you got that look that you know what I'm saying, you that you doing that now. I don't know how it's going to go. Like if you're gonna be through the whole film or however that's gonna play out, man. But I definitely think that's one that you need to really, really be in, kicking some ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. And that's what they want the audience to see. Like when that happens, the stalemate right there. And the look in my eyes and the look in his eyes is like the fear of God's gonna be in him all of a sudden.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's dealing with somebody that he is not ready for.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's that whole shock value right there.
Yeah, and I know once people see that, that's why I say, people, everybody gets, when Sons of Gods come out, everybody need to go see it. But I definitely feel like you are a substantial player in that film. I feel like you would be one of the people's favorites, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Good luck on that. I'm looking forward to that. I can't wait to see that teaser trailer when it come out, man. That's gonna be bananas.
Yeah, you're gonna like that one. I know it's gonna blow you away. That's what we're gonna try to do on Friday. You know what I mean? Blow people away with it.
Word. Now, you know what I'm saying? Kind of going back to you know what I'm saying, now that we talk about that and being able, doing that type of, being able to do that type of scene that you can do with so much power, man. Going back to the lifting for a bit, man. What's your what's your average of what you bench?
Okay, well, the good part is the highest I've ever bench pressed is 710 pounds at 295 pounds.
God, that's crazy, man. That's real though. Wow. How long?
Well, I'll tell you an interesting story real quick.
Yeah.
One time they did a story about me, and they did a local news. They needed a story.
Yeah.
So they wanted to do something about one of the sports athletes in South Jersey, so they picked me to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So my trainer called me. He was like, the camera crew's here, get your butt in the gym right now. And I'm like, all right, I'm coming.
Yeah.
He rode 600 pounds. He rode 610 pounds on the bar. I come in the gym, not even a warm-up, not touching a single solitary weight. He tells me to get on the bench, and he makes me do 610 for a double. And don't you know that I do it for a double?
Now for the people out there who don't know, what's a for a double?
Double is 2 reps.
Damn, that's crazy, boy.
Without
Wow.
a warm up, without touching a single solitary weight, I just walked in
And just threw it.
Camera was on the bench. He said, "Get on the bench. I want you to do this right now." And I did it for 2 reps.
Man, that's bonkers. How you know what, man? I gotta ask this. How long did it take you? And I guess I guess I asked this question just for inspiration to a lot of the people out there who might be telling themselves that they can't do something. You know what I'm saying? Or something's out of their reach, man. How? Not exactly how long, because I don't want you to give too much of your formula away, but about how long did it take you? Everybody's different, but how long did it take you to get there in just that kind of explanation way of to show people that it can be done?
Well, so I started lifting in '96. So 2 years later, I went to Atlanta. I lifted in the Nationals, and then I went to Atlanta to lift in the World Championships.
Right.
And it really took me only 2 years.
Man.
You know what I mean? But it was that dedication to the point where my trainer was on me. We trained for nationally, we trained for 5 months.
Right.
But when we trained for a world title, we trained for 9 months. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it was just that consistency, and just kept going and going and going to the point where at one point, and I can tell you this is the God's honest truth, from 2004 to 2008, there was not one single powerlifter in the United States that could beat me in my weight class. Not one.
Man. I'm listening. Look, but just listening to the numbers you giving, man, I can believe that though.
You know what I mean? And that was the highlight of my. That was the last. 2008 was the last time I ever competed.
Wow.
But for those years,
Right.
I would go to a competition, Keith, and they'll look at me like, "Oh my God, here he goes again." They don't have a chance. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
well, why are you here? Why don't you let the little guys win? You know what I mean? To the point where they were like, "No, all right, let's concede right now. We're not gonna.
Yeah.
We're not. You know what I mean? We're not gonna win." You know what I mean? So
What type of like? I mean, when you're doing that, I know you got to eat to a certain thing. A lot of people, like how are you? I'm assuming you still probably eat meats and stuff like that, but how?
Powerlifters and bodybuilders eat differently. The bodybuilders are more restricted to what they eat. Powerlifters, we can eat whatever we want. You know what I mean? But I have to eat. When I was competing like that, I had to eat 6-7 times a day.
Oh, word.
You know what I mean? Because has the sheer power behind. You gotta remember that that's a lot of power that you have to throw behind that bar.
Right.
So you have to constantly feed the muscles in order for them to grow.
Okay.
You know what I mean? To make sure they maintain that strength. Otherwise,
right.
you know what I mean? They're doing no good.
Right.
You know?
But I guess throughout those meals of the day, there was certain things that it was wise for you to stay away from, or could you kind of eat what you wanted to eat, or?
I can eat what I want. I just stay away from sweets. I would
Okay.
eat like a half a dozen eggs. I would eat like, I don't know, 9 or 10 pancakes. I would
Okay.
eat, you know what I mean? I would eat like a beef. Like beef was like crazy. I would eat like steak all the time.
Okay.
But I would just be consistent, but I would have to eat at least 6 or 7 times a day.
Right. Basically foods, like you say, like no junk foods, but foods that actually.
No sugary foods, nothing like that, but foods that after you lift, you have to feed your muscles to make sure they stay that strong.
Yeah. Wow. That's what's up, man. Now, also, let's see, talking about Vector, and you play Samson in that.
Yeah.
Okay. What's a little bit about that, if you could talk to us?
Okay, well, the United States, the world is being threatened by global terrorists. And they take over the vectors. The vectors are each point of reference is the stage of a computer.
Mm-hmm.
And it controls a virus. Now, each vector, if all 3 of them are filled with viruses, the United States infrastructure, and pretty much the world infrastructure shuts down.
Mm.
So, our job is, as mercenaries, to get to every vector and seal every vector before the terrorists take over that vector.
Wow. So that's like something that's kind of like that government official action-packed situation.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But the mercenaries are from military prison. Like, we're all the ones that you see fighting the bad guys. Mm. We are the bad guys, but we're fighting the bad guys for the government. So they're really good. Good storyline. Yeah. Great actors that I work with. So it's gonna be fun to see.
Right. If you could sit and write your own film or write yourself into a film, what would be your favorite? I guess one of your favorites. If you got to that point of thinking of that yet, what would be your favorite role to play? Or style?
To play.
Yeah.
I want to play one of the bad boys in the Bad Boys movie with Juan Lawrence and Will Smith.
Yeah, that's heavy.
I would want to play one of them. Like, I know that I could add a certain flair that Martin Lawrence didn't add, but I could make it comedic role for a Martin Lawrence type. You know what I mean? So,
and you know what? That's cool too, because that's cool. That's cool as a matter of question a lot, and that's the first time I got that answer. But that is what's up, because at the same time you get to be the bad guy, but you feel good because you get to be the bad guy while you're doing the right thing. So it's like everything you do bad is justified.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Who would want to play that? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it'd be a great role to play.
That's crazy. What about Bronx Bull?
Oh, that'll be out. It's waiting for distribution. It should have been out already, so it should be out. Last I heard, it should be out March of next year.
Okay.
I play a thug. I play along Joe Montana, a couple of other mob breaks that have been in mob movies before.
Oh wow!
And so I'm excited for that one.
Oh man, that's what's up. You probably getting to be alongside some of the people that you probably watched in some of your favorite films then.
Oh yeah, I did. Like, just standing around them and having dialogue with these guys. Like, it's sometimes dialogue with certain actors that you always look up to. It's like another level. You're like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, some people take that for granted to the point where, oh, it's no big deal or whatever. No, I take that very seriously. You know what I mean? Because you might never get a chance to work with them again, but you just had that honor and blessing to work with them at that given point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you never take that for granted at all.
Yeah, and that also, I think, that also helps a person carry on into being sure that's what they want to do. Like, it's situations like that that make a person get up and continue on and not give up, because it's an accomplishment and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So people, like I said, that people take what they do and give accolades or enjoy or take it as a blessing for what we do, because like I said, it could be here today, gone tomorrow.
Right.
So whatever you do in a positive way, or you get to work with an acting, and so it's like, wow, you know what I mean? You just be in awe.
Yeah.
You know?
And you know what? Cause and that's the thing too. Cause you also, you know, you're no stranger to that. You've been on the set, in like Watch, for instance. You know what I'm saying? The Wedding Ring as well, with another, you know what I'm saying? Which was another project too, man. You used to moving around in those climates.
Yeah. My biggest thing was when I saw Denzel Washington for the first time.
Word. Yeah.
I was in The Equalizer. I played a cop, right? And him walking by or him being upset, and I'm like, that's Denzel.
That's real, ain't it?
How many, you know, how many dudes alone get to be an extra, not even just see Denzel chilling and having a conversation?
Yo, that's real. That's real talk right there.
Like, I'm like, if people looking at me like I'm a geek or whatever, no, all right, let me just tell me the next time you'll be in front of a set where Denzel's at. Just standing right next to Denzel. Tell me how you feel next time.
Nah, that's true story right there, because people don't really get to catch Denzel nowhere. People just wonder, where will you see Denzel at, even if he's on set. You know what I'm saying? That's big, man.
Yeah, it's huge. You know what I mean? Like, that's just huge. I didn't even know. You know what I mean? I can tell you another story. Like, I was an extra in G.I. Joe Retaliation.
Oh, man.
And Rock was in Arizona, and it was filming a scene where all the soldiers get killed.
Right.
So Rock was at the trailer, and then all of us, like, extras were like, yo, that's Dwayne Johnson. I was like, I dare want you to go over there. You know me. I'm not scared.
Yeah.
So just Dwayne standing outside of his trailer, I walked by, and he was like, hey, you know who I am? I'm like, yeah, big deal, you're the Rock. And I started thinking 3 steps ahead, and I turned around, I was like, psych, what's up, Dwayne? And, you know, he cracked up so hard. He was like, yo, you're a smart ass, aren't you? And I'm like, I was just trying to be funny, dog. Like, we'll come in, he swung me in the trailer, we lift the weight together, you know, cool guy.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? So.
Hey, that's what I was about to say, man. Y'all two, look, here goes a shameless plug right here. That should have jumped off into a film right there. That should have been a scene. Do you know who I am?
Yeah, that's for real. That was a comedy scene because he laughed. Like, you know,
Right.
he laughed hard. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
I was like, I'm just trying to joke around, Dwayne. I don't disrespect. He was like, I know. You know what I mean? So, and then all the other guys all of a sudden wanted to come up. And then when they were coming up to the trailer, Dwayne closed the door behind them. Yeah. And we just started working out. They were mad. They were mad.
Word. Hey, you know what though? Honestly, the ROC, he should have he should have been excited too to be working out with the 5-time champion.
Yeah, you know what? When I told him a story about myself, he was really intrigued.
Yeah.
He was really like, you know what I mean? They like to hear stories about, you know what I mean, just normal people or whatever. You know what I mean? And I told him I wanted to be what he is one day.
Right.
And he was like, I tell you what, like, if you keep doing what you're doing, you know what I mean? You keep pushing as hard as you can, you'll get there.
Oh, yeah.
I have no doubt about that. You know what I mean? So to get that for him, Dwayne Johnson, it means a lot to me. So that's why I'm keeping pushing on what I'm doing, because I know one day I want everybody to know, not even on some prima donna type stuff or anything like that, just as a blessing.
Yeah.
I want everybody to know what Diezel Ramos is.
Yeah.
More than an actor, more than a powerlifter, but I'm a good person as well.
And
you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what I want everybody to know me as.
And that's good, man, because you know what I'm saying. That again, that's a positive attitude, and it shows the confidence and the humbleness at the same time. And I think a lot of times, you know, I've heard certain people say before in this industry, a lot of times what can ruin people's careers that are really talented is just their persona, or that they're rude, or they have a bad attitude. And so so I commend you for being somebody that's, you know what I'm saying, humble and down to earth and personable like that, because that shows to even the people that's at the top of the bar, and they gotta respect that.
Right. You know what I mean? Like every director, if you ever come across any director that's ever worked with me, they'll tell you nothing but praise. Like, I take direction well.
Right.
If you need me to go like 1,000% more into something, I'll throw my body into it if I have to.
Right.
Just to make sure the scene goes the way you want it to go.
And,
I have no problem with that. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I do what needs to be done to make the scene as good as it's supposed to be.
Well, you know what? If it's they ought to know that, because if it's one guy who knows what it feels like to push himself that extra limit, it's definitely you, and you've proved that. Just even on the athletic sense, people can tell just by looking at your background. This guy does not mind going the extra mile.
Yeah, no, not at all. You know what I mean? Like, not at all. I had a shoulder surgery. I had 2 shoulder surgeries.
Yeah.
But my last one was going to keep me out a year and a half of powerlifting.
Man.
It was the Philadelphia Flyers team doctor that did the surgery. He said, Diezel, you're going to be out for a year and a half. Okay, and I said, all right, whatever you say.
Right.
Keith, I was bench pressing 500 pounds in 7 months.
Dang.
I wasn't playing.
Yeah.
I wasn't, you know what I mean? You're not keeping me out of wrestling weights for a year and a half. It's not happening.
So you went.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I really am, but it's not going to happen.
But you went right. You wanted to go right back at it. Now,
Exactly.
Now, listen. Also, because we're speaking about the voice, right? I think I was reading somewhere too that you did a voiceover for a video game.
I did a voiceover for a video game, and I was additional voices for Transformers, Age of Extinction as well.
Oh wow!
So yeah, so
dang.
I only 2 voiceovers. I was excited over. I got thrown into the video game thing. It was a developer that said they liked my voice, and they said, "Well, we want you to play this bouncer on the video game." I said, "Oh, I'll just throw my voice in there." I didn't know it was gonna do well, but it did. And I threw my hand, and somebody heard my voice.
Yeah.
And then for Age of Extinction, like, we want you to do this voice. See if we can do a couple of voices, and I did. So yeah.
Man, and that was and that was a whole different. I guess that was a whole different level too, man. That's good because again, that's versatility. That's a big deal. A lot of people, and I know a lot of people out there think and wonder sometimes, how do people even get into the position to do voiceovers for video games? Because I remember, when years ago when I was younger, I used to think that it was just really computers doing these voices. I didn't even know it was regular people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wow.
And his voice is regular people's voice, hands down.
Right.
And I didn't know. I was thinking the same way you thought. Like, I just thought it was just like computer generated, but no, it's real actual people's voices.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And they just started really getting recognition for that in the 2000s. Before that, people really weren't getting recognition as voiceover for games.
You
know what I mean?
You're right, and that probably had a lot to do with why nobody knew it. I really didn't know it until I got into the industry that I'm in and talking to people like yourself, and they were like, "Yeah, I did." Like in your case, I'm talking to people and they're like, "Well, I did the voiceover for this," and I'm sitting there like scratching my head, like, "You mean y'all did that whole time? I didn't know that." You know what I'm saying? You're right. People did not know, and I think there's a lot of people who still don't know. So thank goodness for people like yourself and us collaborating to get that word out so people can get that recognition.
Right.
No doubt, man. So listen, before we get ready to get out of here, man, do you ever think if somebody called you up next week and said, "Diezel, I need you come lift," would you do it? That's what's up. And look, he said yes. It go right back in.
The only way I wouldn't do it if I have a commitment for production. Other than that, if you actually come in,
right.
And I like doing. And another thing, I like doing stuff demonstration for the kids.
Oh.
Because first of all, to let them know where I came from, how I came where I am today, and to let them know they can overcome any obstacle.
Right.
Because I have epilepsy. Like, I literally have bad seizures.
Right.
I've never had a seizure when I'm lifting or competing, right? Because the doctor said, like, they did a case study on me. They said, with all that weight, your subconscious is letting you know that you cannot fail. Because if you have a seizure on that bar, under that bar, you're going to die. You know what I mean? Because that's too much. And that weight collapse on your neck, you can pretty much go to history.
Right.
But I've been blessed to the point where I've never had one. But I just talk to the kids about lifting properly and let them know that kids have a dad, kids don't have a mother and a dad. Doesn't know, whatever you guys have in mind, you can't overcome anything you can to become where you want to be. And never say I can't, because there's no such thing as I can. You can fail in life, right?
Yeah.
You can't fail if you never tried, and you can't succeed without failure. You see what I'm saying? So with the blessings of that and God and all that behind you and faith, like, you can do pretty much anything you want in life.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean?
That's right. And y'all, and you know, that's great advice. You know, before we got out of here, I was going to ask you what advice would you have for people out there, but you know that says it just like that. Just be motivated, and you got to have a lion heart too, man. You know what I'm saying? You know the heart of a lion, I should say. You know where like you say, you understand that you can't give up. You don't worry about the naysayers, and I think another important thing is how bad you want it. I know a lot of things that I accomplish and think, you know, goals that I set for myself. I know that I have to face these goals, not just like you say, not for no prima donna, but we come from a place where you have to get this stuff done. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we got people to take care of. We did not have the option to give up.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Yeah, we have either sink or swim, but you want to swim.
Right.
You're not going to sink. You know what I'm saying? So, because you're not going to let yourself.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You want to stay afloat. And that's what we got to do every single day of our lives. It's a struggle, don't get it wrong, but the end result and the reward at the end is way more better than the point of drowning and never trying to swim again.
Man. And sitting back watching, saying, looking at, you know, what you could have done.
Exactly.
Right.
Never live without regrets. Can't go through life saying I should have did this, I should. No, do it. If you don't succeed in that, there's something else that you're probably good at. Keep pushing. You don't give up because you can't do something. It's because there's always something else to do.
That's right. Everybody out there, y'all heard it from the man himself, Diezel Ramos. Listen, Mr. Ramos, let everybody know where they can check you out and follow you on your social media handles, Facebook, Twitter, what have you.
Okay, you can follow me on Facebook at Diezel Ramos. My friends list is pretty full. You can hit me on my fan page and Instagram, Luke_Cage. Hit me up there at any time. Even if you need any kind of advice or any tips on acting or whatever you need to powerlifting, weightlifting, nutrition, whatever it is.
Yeah.
If you have any questions that you need or you're struggling with, just hit me up and I promise you I'll get back to you and answer any question you need answered. Not a problem whatsoever.
No doubt, y'all, and that's somebody keeping it 100 and keeping it real too. Look, man, I'll probably hit you up. Diesel.
All right, I'll be in North Carolina soon. You know what I mean? Working on production.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, with 919 Entertainment. You know what I mean? Mr. Rome Jordan. He got me in development for his character, this feature film. So if I go to North Carolina, I'm definitely going to hit you up. We go to the gym and take a like 2-hour workout. Hey
man, definitely look, that's big right there, man. Definitely link me up. I was actually getting ready to say too, I look forward to seeing you on the road myself too, man. So that's for sure, man. We'll make that happen, man. I look forward to that.
So that's when you're sore and you can't move for a week. Don't get mad at me. That's all I ask.
I ain't. You know what? I ain't gonna get mad because I'm similar in that way. You know what I'm saying? I like to consider myself a tough dude too, so I know what it feels like to go ahead and have that pain, no gain. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
no doubt.
I want to give shout outs if I can now before we end our segment.
Yeah, of course.
To my baby girl Brianna, the love of my life, my daughter, my only child. I love her so much. She's working right now. That's the reason why I do what I do, powerlifting and acting.
Word.
So she don't have to struggle in her life, and I always have a father to be proud of. My brother Vince, my nephew, my niece, Rachel, Chris, again my manager, Kate. I love her to death. Special love of my life, Estrella Rivera, Jane Lazo, and so many other people I can't, but I know we got so little time. I'm not going to try to hold you up, Keith. But everybody that I did mention, Jose, I know you're listening, dog. I got you.
Oh, yeah. Big shouts out to Jose, too, yeah.
Yeah, right? You know what I mean? And everybody else that I didn't forget, please, I just know you're in my heart, and I'm giving you all a shout out right now as well.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Big salutes and shout outs to everybody too. He just named from all of us here at the station too. Listen, Diezel, you know you always got a home here, brother. I look forward to seeing you soon. And look, congratulations on all your success so far, first of all. And of course, we wish you continued success in all your ventures, man. And look, hey, I look forward to working with you one day too, bro.
Yeah, man. That'll be the honor. I truly appreciate that.
Right. I know throughout the circles and everything like that, we're gonna end up on set one day together, man. So we'll get it in.
Yeah, definitely. You know what I mean? Again, Keith, everybody, special shout out to Keith and the show.
Yeah.
All his listeners, it's a blessing to be on here. Never take what people give you for granted because you'll be here today, gone tomorrow. And I can never thank Keith enough for having me on the show.
Word up, man, and no doubt, just to kind of echo what he said, it's I look at guys like Diezel himself is inspiration to myself also, and I'm a humble cat, and I always take what I can learn from people like yourself, man, that have been doing this, and I aspire to get where you're at in some situations too, man. So listen, I appreciate you showing me the love as well too, bro.
Oh no, dog, I can't thank you enough. You're welcome.
All right,
no
man.
problem.
No doubt.
Listen, all right, big dog.
All right.
Thanks to you, ladies and gentlemen. You have a good night. God bless you all. I'll definitely get up with you, Steve.
All right, for sure. You got me plugged. We got each other plugged in.
Got you.
All right, my G.
All right.
One. Everybody out there all across the land, that was main man Diezel Ramos right here on the Keith Harris Show. Good dude. Been waiting for him to get chance to sit down and talk to him. A lot of great things going on. We definitely put our blessings behind that gentleman right there, keeping it positive, just keeping it down to earth and normal. What else can I say? And working hard, and creating goals and striving to exceed and pass each level that he maintains, and also and more importantly, being a family man. So definitely an example of greatness right there from Diezel Ramos, everybody. Listen, I want you all to remember, in case you tuned in late, which I always say you should have been there from the beginning. In case you tuned in a little bit late, don't forget, you can catch the full conversation with Diezel Ramos and myself, Keith Harris, right here on the Keith Harris Show, posted on social media. So make sure you get a chance to tune in. Big shouts out to them and the whole staff. Big shouts out to Jose. Big shouts out to the Fantastic Horror Film Festival situation. Big shouts out to Janet Lee. Big shouts out to Donna Lee. Just big shouts out to everybody. Big shouts out to the whole K-Town, every out there. What else can I say? Nothing but love for you. All right, we're going to get back into some music. And that's what time it is. Don't forget about Throwback Thursdays coming up tomorrow, too. Myself and Nikki Clark holding it down. All right. Talking with those entrepreneurs and everything like that. So I'll be checking in with y'all a little bit later. It's Keith Harris. Y'all already know how it go.
If you a rider, you can come with me. If not, you'll be the one that believe in the league. Got the home team advantage, we can get this cheese. We strong, we deep, we creep, we from the streets. You a rider, you can come with me. If not, you'll be the one that believe in the league. Got the home team advantage, we can get this cheese. We strong, we deep.
Until then, we going in, hitting for wealth. I didn't know I can afford the way we rent. The only family I got is Benny, Andrew, and Grant. Count 'em.
1, 2, 3, it's time for me to close shop. Give you new battle wounds from something that's shot and found at the dock.
And that's bad moves like driving 95 south, going north in the
I'ma get this money until the belly jig is up. As y'all can school bus, is hotter cuz poking with that big fork, get that milk money up.
silly bastards. Release the cream, got the home team advantage. This is Northern Reed.
If you a rider, you can come with me. If not, you'll be the